for more of round 2 action. Army standing by with Gary Porter following that altercation with the barrier.
Gary, do you have any idea what caused it to go like that?
Well, Army, I knew I had to launch the truck really hard off the light, to take Bigfoot out, and, that's what I was doing. I was trying to go for it all, and hooked up really hard on the line. When I landed over the first set of cars, it felt sort of like a rear axle shaft broke or something. That's what made the truck turn, and, when I felt it turn as bad as it did, I knew there was no use trying to get it back. I just slammed on the brakes. I seen the pole coming up, and I tried to turn away from it, and it surprised me how hard those water barriers are.
As we take a look at the damage, let us also mention Dan Runty turning a 5.03 in that run. As we look at his teammate, there's Andy Brass in Bigfoot, and Brass will go up against the far lane Overkill with Kirk Dabney.
Now, Dabney's teamed up with Marty Garza. Garza's out of the great state of Texas. He brings some knowledge from Dad's side. Dabney comes from Indiana. He's a Hoosier. He brings some knowledge there. And together, they're going to be players before this year's over. They run the mid-motor setup. They run a new concept in suspension. They seem to be able to get the horsepower down, but they're in the bad lane. Whoa!
Oh, but he pulls off the victory.
Made a fool out of me.
Well, he was a faster qualifier than Andy Brass, but Brass, because of the last round, had lane choice. But Overkill takes the victory. Andy Brass almost crashed there in the shutdown area.
Yeah, but the big story is what happened in No Man's Land. First jump okay, No Man's Land, our groundhog camera show you, he was crooked at that last jump, Gary.
Kirk Dabney wins it. He's with Army.
Good win, but more important than that, it came out of the left lane. How did you get it to work in the left side for you?
Well, Army, we go out there anticipating a hard run against Bigfoot. We really knew we were down on the lane. We just really put that out of our mind and give the truck 110%. That's what happened.
Can anybody else win out of the left lane?
I really don't know. I would say the left lane pulled around. I was a little out of shape. I'd like to be over in that right lane.
Well, there's a look at Fred Schaefer's Barefoot, the Samson truck taking on Fred Schaefer. Unfortunately, the two Dodge teammates squared off in round 1, and it was Fred knocking off Guy Wood, who was driving the Dodge Express this weekend. There's a look at Fred Schaefer out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois. And here, once again, competition from round 1.
In any kind of motorsport, there's a thing called chemistry. Pit crews have it, drivers have it, everything. Fred Schaefer lost the chemistry that he had last year. Now, that's not taking anything away from the guys he's trying to put in that second truck driver's seat. There's just something missing.
Well, Fred had to knock out his teammate to make it to round 2, and Patrick now in round 2, trying to back up that 498 from the first round, the fastest ever. First monsters in the 4-second bracket.
He can do it. He's in a good lane. Oh, no!
Now, will that be a DQ?
I believe so. The rules say both tires have to hit the object you're jumping.
There it is. It's official. Samson has been DQ'd. It was going to be a quick one. There's Fred Schaefer's Barefoot at 5.25.
That was a good run at 5.25.
But right here is where Samson gets disqualified, misses with the left rear. And now we're going to show you some videotape highlights of my run earlier today, Army.
What did I say? The difference between men and boys is the price of their toys.